So guys, welcome to the explanation of Nor-est, the collab I did with Kerzo a while back, and now finally I have been around to explaining how all the setups work in this level. Yay! That was the first roll. So the only thing that happens is these spike balls make a tower. And this fish gets booped by a spring. Let me turn off custom auto scroll because custom auto scroll is terrible for explaining because it moves every time out of the way. But yeah, this is the only thing that happens. And then there are enough blocks to make you think to stand there. And if you stand there, the fish comes. The second troll is also a happy little fish. With a really weird lineup with the spring.
Here we go.
Basically, this sets up the spring.
Here we go.
Falls on top the twomp. And yeah, when the twomp activates because you got the 50, it will hit the fish and you will get hit by the fish if you don't jump out of there quick enough. Okay, let's go to the next setup. Which shouldn't work. The setup is really weird and I have no idea why this works, but it does. So yeah. Yeah, that spike ball gets stuck. It's just a setup that makes the launcher vibrate underneath there, and then when the spike ball was on it, it gets stuck, which shouldn't happen. And if you get the mushroom and jump up, you're kind of dead. If you do that, there is no way of coming back. So yeah, you just have to jump in the block there, and this is a really nice noise, isn't it? So let's go to the next one, which throws you in the lava if you stand there still. It's just a cloud on a track which bumps in the ceiling, and this launcher here. So if you run and don't make it, then this is stuck. I'm gonna remove this because I don't want that now, and these ones making too much noise. So yeah, this is just to make sure you won't die if you run over. Okay, now next. Yeah, this is also weird tech. So you're walking on lava basically because of this. You can't see them, but there's just enough height so you can't die because of it. But because of the block here, you get clipped down just a little bit and you touch lava, which yeah, kills you. Okay, so for the next setup, I don't need no, not the mush. Okay, for the next setup, I will need to have this lined up so it works. How did that? I'm not gonna question. Okay, so this is based on your position, this setup. So it's really cool. If you land on this, or for trying to hit a question block, you get hyper speeded into this. If you do the exact same but run,
Here we go.
yeah, that's also really fun. If you do the exact thing and run, you get yeeted. And if you hold more right, you get into this. And get stuck here. Then you jump, and the same tech that killed you before killed you again.
Here we go.
Yay. Okay, next. This fish troll. So, a lot of people have fishing clown cards get killed, and then you get hit by the fish. I did the opposite. If you don't run, the fish blocks you. And you can't get past. Because of the clown card, you can't see this at all, so this is perfect. It doesn't look like anything is behind it. You just have to run. And then the next setup, which is really fun. You see the door behind it, right? You see the door, right? Yeah. If people try to enter it, it doesn't end well. At all. You get yeeted into the 50 bucks. Oh yeah, and you go through an half block, but that's normal. That's how things work. So I'm explaining this. Yeah, I'm going back to the hyper lead. I skipped over the hyper yeet setup just then because this is basically the same setup. The only difference is that this happens immediately and this need a P-switch activation to enter it. So, behind there is nothing. Basically, when a thwomp moves upwards, in this exact setup, it will clip to the right. But it will only clip to the right as soon as you get at this point. So, any earlier, it will not clip to the right.
Here we go.
So look. At the moment I get past this point, I can even put a semi-solid here. Yeah, I can even put this here.
Here we go.
So at the moment I touch it, it goes. I don't even have to touch it. You can see. You see? That was because I was messing up the setup. The setup is kind of weird. Because it depends on how you load it in, how it will interact. But yeah, if you jump over, as you saw, it moved when I jumped over it. So, it's a really, really cool setup. And this is basically the same. It clips in the things are the same way. These on-off bugs are not necessary, but it's to prevent the thwomp from going in there too early. So as this thwomp, because the launcher here is smaller, it will activate instantly. But because this launcher is bigger, it will not go up yet. So as soon as this P-switch activates when you land on it, the launcher will fall. What happens when launcher falls and things are clipped into it? Things hyperspeed upwards. So the thwomp yeets you through the on-off block into the 50 if you're not holding it right. This is basically the bomb setup. It only, the bomb only will spawn if there's no P-switch. And will only get there once the P-switch is activated, which makes sure there is no cheese with activating the mole early. I think that's everything explained here. So let's move on to the next one. And it doesn't work because the on-off is different.
Here we go.
So, now, the next setup. It's a bit simple. But I kind of like fish. You basically need to avoid that, or you walk into an icicle that's right here. This is basically a thwomp with a spring in it. So yeah, yay. That's all it is. And one setup that not many people feel for is also there. So if you go fast, you beat the P-switch. And if you beat the P-switch, yeah, if you're fast enough, this will boop you up into this box. And will soft lock you, because I'm dumb. But I was too lazy to fix it. That was a mistake. I just found out like today, and I'm like, nah, it's before CP1. What's the worst that could happen? Probably something bad will happen, but yeah. Yeah, this basically only says you to go back. You enter this pipe and you need to go back instantly, and if you don't, you have a slow death to your doom in the poison down there. So when you go back, this door is here. At this point, you have collected all the mushes that are in front of the door. So when you come back there, you have a door. You can enter a door. And when you enter the door, yeah, I made sure there was an infinite P-switch as you saw on screen just before to make it sure it won't run out. And then this room. This room has something I just deleted because it's annoying when explaining and hearing this all the time. So let me put it in and reactivate the P-switch and go in the door. It's a really, really nice noise. I think you guys will all enjoy it. I certainly did. Because the noise is just so beautiful. And as you can see, the infinite P-switch, so you can't get out of this by waiting. Okay. This beautiful, beautiful oh whoa noise. Just let me sing oh whoa really, really fast. You guys can probably hear it right now. It's really, really nice. And it's this oh whoa face. And then come the fishes. So you have basically two options. Do I run? Or do I wait? So most people will be like, I'm gonna run. That.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. That. Ah, okay, I need to jump up.
Here we go.
That's fine. The fish from upscreen kills you. Yeah. That was kind of rude, but I really, really like that as a troll just before the CP. Because players knew they were close. And, yeah. They knew they were close, but I'm not able to get it. So let me turn on custom auto scroll again to make sure the next section works correctly. So that was the CP1, CP0 to CP1 section. Now comes this roll. Ah! Yeah. If you stay here, you're safe, and if you go down, you get hit by the Twomp. Oh yeah, that's also cheese, but yeah. Twomp doesn't go down. Twomp goes up, which is totally normal. And this section is cursors, by the way. So if you're fast or just wait on the green platform, you will make that. So the setup for that is this. This is it. The hello is also timed. Basically, this node block will activate this Swamp at some point, and the Swamp will bounce this other Swamp up. And then this Swamp from above will be carried away with this platform. So yeah, just nicely does that. And then I get killed by a node block. Yeah, that's what the setup. The next setup is this troll here. So let me just show you that off and then explain what happens. Also, this is not the most updated version, so I have to change something to make sure it's a bit easier. But yeah, people tend to hold left when the on-off changes, so they run straight into the boo that's up here. And this is basically set up. If the on-off changes, this spring will be bounced up and you will be bounced into the boo. Yay. And then this mole activates the on-off if you go past it. And then this bomb activates it back, so that's why that switches pretty fast. So, let me just replace this by something that should be in there. So, what we had before was a bit janky. So, to make it easier to answer this, there is a fire flower. And in the newer version, there's a crush here, so you do faster. But if you hold right, it's just fine. You get the fire flower, will be stuck there, and can take damage, so you can continue. Now there is something behind my head, which is the next roll. So let me just move me over here. So this is a POW. So what's gonna happen? People get scared. When people get scared, they run away from things. Running away from things is the wrong thing here. If you just wait, you're fine. You just need to wait, and yeah, you don't get hits. And this is also the mechanism that releases the fire flower. I forgot, but yeah, this basically just on-off activates spike ball activates another spike ball hits this, and you get the fire flower. And this setup I already shown. Basically, jank happens and fish here. Coin that's stuck in here, there. And then the last row of the room, which takes the most time to explain because I'm bad. No, because I need to go through all the trolls. It's obviously takes the longest time to explain. I'm just gonna go towards it. Push all the trolls. Just standing safe there. And then be like people, why do I need to hit this? Then they hit it and they're like, oh. So yeah, you need to be fast and break that. It's basically just a setup. Fireball comes out, hits this coin. The 1-up hits this node block. A big mush comes out, and you can answer the door after a bit with a mushroom. And if you don't,
here we go.
You can't get past this. I have no idea why I placed a brick there, by the way. I somehow didn't think an icicle would be enough. But yeah, then the next room. This should be the correct on-off state. Yeah, it's the correct on-off state. So you have a nice looking room. This box here. Oh, fire flower. I'm gonna jump for it, and then this comes from the wall, which is totally normal. Things are supposed to come out of walls, right, guys? So yeah. Basically, when this spike ball hits that note block, this will clip out of the wall. Which shouldn't happen. That is things that are weird and Mario Maker jank. Okay, then you see the ice block and be like, okay, I can break those. And if you are not fast enough, or just stand here after you get hit by the nice looking by the flower, nice looking flower. The Super Bowl flower. That's it. I kind of forgot what it was. But yeah, if you stay there too long, you will get hit by that and can't enter the other section anymore. This section is also by kerzo, by the way, just making sure that you all know it. Okay, so I can't exactly show you the setup because if I spawn here, this spike won't do the correct thing. You see? But what happens when a P-switch activates? This block get hit. This contains this. If I place a spring down here, you can see. So let me just place a spring down there. Okay, let me. I'm bad with editor. Okay, I'm doing my best. Okay, but yeah, then this happens, and that happens when you don't have a mush. So when you're not big boy, this setup won't activate, which is really nice because then people don't fall for it the first time. So when you're big and you do this activates, and that happens. And you get the thing. And the P-switch is activated by this mole. So at the moment you go sorry, my thing is drifting. Okay. But the moment you go past this, it will hit switch. Okay, I'm bad, so I can't see like you see it, but this is at the moment it changes, it switches, which really helps. So let me show you. So yeah, that's how the setup above activates. Also, in the newer versions, I have this a bit different. So like this, and then one way behind it, so people can enter it with the mushroom. But I'm not having this in this explanation because it's so simple. Everyone can do it. Okay, the next rule. The next rule was you had this mush and be like, okay, what do I need to do? Oh, I don't need the mushroom. And then destroy this block. Then you need to get hit by the fish. If you do it in the other office, they'll be like, oh wait, there's a fish, I need to dodge it. And yeah, if you dodge it, you kind of are dead. And then you go into this hole and die. So when you are small, you go here. Just a little high. And people think, wait, I'm stuck, then hit this. Oh, now the mole hits you in the face. It's kind of rude, but I really like this one. Oh, yeah, that also crushes you when you're there. So when you hit this and run, everything is fine. Then this mushroom here, and this block, like you need to hit this block to progress because you need a key and you don't have that key. So when you hit it and you don't jump out immediately, you get sucked into the clown card. And you kind of can't get out of this. So yeah, you need to move fast. Sadly, not many people actually fall for it. So that's kind of sad, but it was a troll. I liked it a bit. This is just set up with the clown card. There's a key in this block here. And it basically bounces up as soon as this block gets destroyed. So that's why the thing grabs you. And also there are clouds behind it, because if there is a block where you're standing on, the clown card can't actually grab you. So because of the cloud gets destroyed, and at the moment the clown card goes up, you get grabbed into it. If that was not the case, you will fall into the lava, which isn't fun. Okay, that was this whole room explained. Let's change this to a normal door. And then we have this. Hold left. People will be like, why do I need to hold left here? It's because you do not hold left here, you hold left in the next room. I have people... People were so blind, they didn't notice the doors here. They didn't notice there were 2 doors. So they didn't notice they needed to enter the door. I have no idea how. I'm sorry, guys. But how do you miss an entire door? It's not like I did that once. Yoshi, really? Did you sub-block me? Oh. No, I said absolutely nothing. I said nothing. I said nothing, guys. You didn't hear that. That was not me. That was Terry. Okay, let's move on.
Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, that's why you need to hold left. You get hyper yeet into this. Yeah, this is the exact same hyper yeet setup again. I kind of went overboard with how many times I used it, but I used it for different things, so it's fine. Everybody liked it. Oh, that's nice. Let's go to the other side of the room again. Go in here, go in the door, and actually hold left. So, the first time you enter this room, there is a nice little fish that falls. That not many people died for, but yeah, still, it's a nice little fish. And then, this time, this goes up and blocks you. And then boom boom comes. Okay, so, yeah, this is basically, make sure that, this makes sure that it only spawns, this doesn't spawn the first time, so just make sure this doesn't spawn. And this, this thing only works. So, if the P-switch is active, only then is the possibility of this thing falling down. Otherwise, it's not possible. So yeah, that's how the launcher comes up. I just removed this block underneath it. This seesaw falls, and this gets bounced up. Then, when you respawn at the checkpoints, and you hit the on-off again, you get yeeted into the spike.
Here we go.
I really like the setup, but I think not enough people fell for it. So you just run to avoid it. It's basically the same setup as before, just the on-off blocking it. And when on-off is gone, this moves up and goes to the right. So yeah, hyper speed, yeah. And then crazy thing happened when I hit this on-off block. This twomp right here moved up because this block the econ moved up, and because he moved up, somehow this launcher on top gets hyper yeeted to the left and you get stuck. So you don't hit that.
Here we go.
So then you go up instead. And when you hit the B switch, instead of the launcher going to the left, the launcher goes up. And it's probably because I didn't do it like this. Okay. This is 100% consistent if you spawn like normal. But yeah. it moves that shell up there if you don't jump immediately again. Or hold right. And then it kills Boom Boom. That wasn't planned, but it happened. So, yeah. So basically, you jump again normally. And then you go to this. And people be like, what's gonna happen here? I have no idea what can happen. Yeah, so if you jump here, people are scared to jump. So if you jump here, you get stuck here. And if you get paralyzed by everything happening, the icicle kind of regrows and kills you. So yeah, that was the point of that rule. And this was the setup of this launcher falling. It's just, P-switch makes it fall. And this fish falls from before. Only if the on-off P-switch has been activated before. So yeah, that's all of that. Next roll is the whole room troll, which is really, really nice. It's just a single coin, guys. What can go wrong? What's one with single coin? It's not like you need red coins in levels. This roll I specifically made for Geek because it used to be a Geek contest level, but it banned collapse, so that didn't happen. Yeah, this red coin here. I nicely indicated on the right corner of the screen, so there. There. It's hard pointing with the camera. There, I indicated nicely there's only one red coin. This is because why would you need a red coin? Red coins are useless, right? Yeah, this time you needed to get it this time. Get that coin. So yeah. That's nice. So let's reload the room so it's in the right on the up state again.
Here we go.
And next. Okay, I'm gonna get the coin. I guess I'm gonna just jump straight from under it. Yeah, you need to jump on the side, otherwise you can't get it. Or at least you get hit by the fish. So, yeah. Then you actually jump on the side, get the coin,
Here we go.
beat the troll. The only thing activating... Oh, I forgot. Activating this setup is good swamps. So this swamp is there. And this swamp doesn't activate the first time because this swamp doesn't activate the on-off fast enough. So after a while, it basically activates again and you get set free. With the coin. So you can enter this wonderful key door. Then I'm gonna turn a normal door.
Here we go.
And then you're here. Choice. People will be like, wait, what choice is there? I can jump up. Yeah, jumping up is definitely not the right thing to do. It's far from right.
Here we go.
It's very far from right. That wasn't right at all. Then you need to trust the 50. A cursor room again. So yeah. The 50 is down there. So I guess I'm gonna go and go to the 50. Oh, the 50 is up there. So I need to go up. God damn it. This blows up. Are you going to the door? Get CP once. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it first before I go further with that. So, when you go down here, this bow this swamp activates. This bow goes off. So because of this bow goes off, this will go up, this coin. And because that will happen, this coin will drop, this will drop down. And this P-switch activates. Yeah. So this is the other setup for the room because both paths are wrong. Both paths are wrong. If you play this robot, you already knew that both paths are wrong. So, if you go up, yeah. Oh, yeah. As you saw, that blows up. the thing activates. And you get dropped inside this door. And this jump just makes sure you are in the correct switch states. Otherwise, yeah. If you're in the wrong switch state into the next room, it's not nice. So let's go in the door.
Here we go.
So let's go into the door. And here's the wonderful CP1. Wait, there is more. And then you climb up in here. Hear the wonderful oh noise again. It's so wonderful. And oh Nor. You are into the anti-soft lock. With a nice little Yoshi who has a yeah. A thingy in this pipe right now. I don't want to talk about it. And then you have this nice little anti, which yeah, forces you to get stuck here, and you need to go in the pipe. And then the pipe gets blocked. Yay! I can't do anything anymore. Then after a certain while, I get stopped. I stop my self-lock, try to jump up, and beat the level. So this launcher is set up so you barely can touch the flag, but only touch the flag when you hit this block. So this moves up when you start it. So slightly. So this moves it up so you can't finish it. So at the moment you fall,
Here we go.
this swamp will activate, this thing will fall, and it's not this thing that breaks the scroll stop. Because after the flag you can't have scroll stop, so yeah, that was a slight problem, but Kerzo fixed that. This ending is Kerzo's, by the way. Just letting you know. Because when this activates, when the on-off activates, I blow up this block, which let the scroll go further. So yeah, that's what this setup does. This little setup activates when the on-off gets hit, and then you get, yeah, the Hammer Bros. Hammer Bros doing damage, doing the ground pound, and you get stuck.
Here we go.
So yeah, that basically does this, and you get stuck. So after a while, so this this thing is for moving this cannon up. So at the moment the on-off switch is hit by this swamp, this thing moves over here and moves this up when the wall is blown up. Also, for this hammer row to disappear, this spike ball will free it after the P switch, after the on-off is hit, after a certain while. So just wait for the spike one, then this is free. I think I have explained everything right now, yeah? Explained all the endings. I mean, there's one ending. At some point I was dumb, and I didn't do the CP1 thing correctly. So, I forgot to place, look, this is what happens. I forgot to extend this semi-solid. So if you didn't run, I kind of really CP1'd you. I'm smart at this game. Yeah, I'm smart. So yeah, I think that was everything. I only have one thing to show you, and that's the pity. After a certain while, this Yoshi's nose blows up by this bomb. This bomb will nice and go around this track, come back, explode this. So you don't have to do the anti. I wasn't so evil to not make it possible for some people like Defender, who's yet to play this. And I'm looking very forward to it because it's like the first level in Q, but he's yet to stream it.
Here we go.
So yeah, this was the explanation of Nor-est my collab with Kerzo. Really enjoyed it, was fun. And yeah, and see you next video, guys. I think it went pretty well, the explanation, and I hope you enjoyed it. So smash a like, do something, I don't know, subscribe. Please, I want to do YouTube more. Bye, guys.
Whee!